What's up, everybody? Welcome to the greatest one-man show in the universe, even with technical difficulties. It's the Dusty Smith Show, and I don't know why, but for some reason, this OBS system won't let me use my regular monitor to display what I'm showing you guys, so I'm having to use another monitor, but we worked it out, I guess. Fuck it. I'll just roll with it. Can't keep me down, universe. I'll take you out with me. Hope you guys are okay tonight. Sadly, short show tonight. I don't always say that, and it ends up being like a 2-hour show, but this time, I mean it. It was a fucking slow-ass news weekend. What you gonna do? But I still have all this stuff to cover. So, not that. This! Yeah, hell yeah, I got all this to cover. So, gonna do a real short. Oh, fuck, I got everything out of order. I did not do a good job today. Bad Dusty. Always put religious bullshit first. Everything is fucked up. Everything is out of order. And you know what I blame? Molly, which I did not do this weekend because drugs are bad, kids. Don't do drugs. So anyway, if you want to know what it's like when you do Molly and then you are off of it for a day or two, this is what it's like, folks. You're pretty much normal, but it depletes some kind of serotonin and bullshit, so you're not 100% there. So we'll see what the fuck happens. It's all good. Too much information. So how the fuck's everybody doing tonight? As always, Dusty loves you. Hope you guys are well. What if I move this over here? Oh, okay. That seems all right. Move that over there. Awesome. Slow news week with Dusty Smith. Hell yeah. Only have like 2 slow news weeks tonight. So just smoke weed. Why? There are lots of other drugs out there besides weed, and a lot of them aren't very harmful and are fun to do. So why would you not partake? It doesn't make any sense. Anyway, not that I would. Molly does not equal meth. That's bullshit. Don't spread lies. I would not do meth. Not the same thing. Even though Molly does have like a sort of a meth-like agent in it. It's like meth plus. But it's not meth. Totally different. Molly is not meth, I agree. Molly makes me depressed. What? How can Molly make you depressed? It literally is supposed to do the exact opposite of that. I think you guys are on the crack. Get off the crack, everybody. Good golly, Miss Molly. Show like the bone. Yes, just say no. Of course. And folks, tonight we got a fun after party with Dusty Smith for my patrons and my dust putties. We're going to do something I haven't done in a while. We're going to go to the Sorry Anti-Vaxxer website. That's not fucking it. Why did you not? I literally clicked on it and it clicked on something else. We're going to the Sorry Anti-Vaxxer website and we're going to do a COVID porn / meet the victim section, just a live. I've not read any of this new stuff. There's like a million new ones, so we're gonna browse through them. Oh, I see Diamond on there, although Diamond supposedly did not die from COVID, so not totally accurate. Looks like they haven't kept up with it too much. It's like 5 and then December 14th. But anyway, it's been months and months since I've done them, so there should be a few in there. So for those of you who love my Meet the Victim / COVID porn section, be sure to join me on Patreon tonight for as little as $1 a month, whatever you can afford. Hopefully you'll donate more, but if that's all you got, link in the description of the video to my Patreon. Sign on now so you can see the exclusive content available only to my patrons. But as always, we're going to do a little religious bullshit. Shut up, Dusty Music. Too much Dusty Music. Pause. Boom. Let's go ahead and open our hymnals to page 1. It's religious bullshit. Hell yeah. I got to do it on this other monitor over here, which I'm not used to doing. Whatever. Whatever, God. Get it, boys! Shut! What? A bully shit! It's time for religious bullshit. Everybody, it's time for religious bullshit. Hell yeah. Nailed it at all, as always. Religious bullshit coming at you. Boom. There we go. And first off, on religious bullshit, Greg Locke, don't give a fuck what you think. He ain't lying. There are witches at his church, and they coming to get you guys. So here is another episode of I'll Take Shit That Never Happened for 500, Alex.
I believe that you have skills that you've learned and God's shown you. So tell us, how do we deal with witches?
Oh, my, tell us how to deal with witches. We know it's true. We know the witches really exist, and you're going to tell us how to deal with them. So please, Greg Locke, do it.
Well, first of all, you have to boldly acknowledge their existence. Okay, you got to get away from this long, pointy nose, green face, Wizard of Oz flying around on a broom idea. Witches are reality. Matter of fact, our public school system.
I mean, I guess technically he's right. There are some people that consider themselves witches. They're just dorks, though, right? They don't actually have any power because witchcraft is not real. They're just like nerds. Like almost like Star Wars nerds. They're LARPing that they have magical powers, but they don't. It's not a real thing. But I doubt very seriously they're actually fucking with Greg Locke, because why would they? It's all bullshit. Please continue.
System is hiring full-blown, well-known witches at an alarming rate.
Are they?
I mean, Facebook, there are huge, massive, thousands of people in these witches' covens. Now, here's what's interesting.
Thousands?
I've never dressed up like a witch so I could infiltrate a witch's coven and pretend to be one of them.
Wait a minute. What does a witch dress up like? You just said forget the green skin and long noses. Wouldn't they just look like everybody else? You'd think so.
But witches dress up like Christians and come to churches all the time. I have to make a standing announcement every single Sunday night. I did it just last night. God did not tell you to lay hands on me and pray over me. I have to do that all the time because I let my guard down a few times and we had some witches come in, lay hands on me and pray. And I'm telling you, it rocked my world. I'm telling you, witchcraft is real.
It is not
in the
real.
Spirit realm. You better be able to see that stuff. I got sick. It messed my flesh up. I was having nightmares and I'm like, what in the world?
Or something. So liar, pants on fire. But I guess if you're a Christian, you'll believe fucking anything. Why not witchcraft? Just par for the course for those dorks. And then over on the PragerU's. Man, Twitter is so fucking slow. I know this is crazy, folks. I know this makes me a giant hypocrite. But if it will make Twitter faster, I'm almost considering signing up for that Twitter Blue bullshit because I'm covering Twitter. Like half the show is fucking Twitter. And it's just so goddamn slow now. Elon fucking everything up. I just wish there was a way you could hide the blue check marks and nobody would fucking know. Anyway, this is the crew that has the persecution fetish. Just love to be persecuted all the time. So Jerkules gonna tell us what it's like to be a Christian conservative in Hollywood. And nope, it's not because he's a failed actor, not because he's horrible at his job, folks. It's because he's a conservative Christian and they so prejudiced against him.
It's crazy how the damage they can do to your career and how they can destroy people's lives right now.
Like literally, you weren't doing anything before you came out as a conservative Christian, right? It only seemed to have helped your career. You did nothing, as far as I can remember, since Hercules back in the early 90s. And then you started doing the Pure Flix Christian movies. Like, what did you do in between then that showed you had such a great promise as an actor? Think you might be full of bullshit.
In 2010, there were a couple of incidents that I just said, okay, I've had enough of this. And I remember going back to my wife and saying, I've had enough of the hypocrisy where nobody's pointing it out. And I started getting more vocal. Of course, we had all these, social media was starting to grow in its infancy, but we started to take off. And I started saying stuff. My wife said, you better look out, they're gonna come after you. And I said, all I said was 2 + 2 is 4. I spoke the truth. That's just true.
Literally, not all he said. He said a bunch of ridiculous bullshit. Now, he might claim he was telling the truth, but lying by trying to put it out there that all you said was 2 + 2 = 4.
But she was right. And I got to a point with my agent, who was a big-time agent, I was with a long time, and my manager just said, we can't represent you anymore. I said, why?
Because you're a talentless loser?
You're conservative and you're a Christian.
Not making us any money?
What?
You're a waste of time?
I said, this is an industry that screams more than anybody else for tolerance. You have to be tolerant.
What a bullshit narrative. That's the same thing conservatives always say. So much for the tolerant left, but this is a straw man you guys built, okay? The left never said we were tolerant about everything. We clearly are not. We are very tolerant about people that don't harm society, like transgender people, gay people, but we are extremely intolerant about bigots, about people that spread lies and disinformation and hurt our society. We've never fucking been tolerant about that. So just a stupid bullshit narrative that you guys created in order to beat up this fucking straw man. And like there are not tons of fucking Christians in Hollywood already, which there are, right? Why are you so fucking full of shit? Not every Christian in Hollywood goes out there and lies, shows their ass constantly on Twitter, spreads disinformation, yeah, that's what's getting you in fucking trouble. Like, most of the country is fucking Christian. Clearly, there's tons of them in Hollywood. They just keep most of the bullshit to them fucking selves, right? Like you should, motherfucker. Maybe if you had some talent, you could overcome that shit. Think it's a talent issue, and then on religious bullshit. Another episode, folks. Yeah, great job, Bliss. Where you at, Shu? Where you at, Q? We know where you're at. You don't actually give a fuck. Daniel W. Merrick, 64, pastor of a Messianic Jewish congregation, has been charged with 570 counts of child pornography involving indecent contact, 360 counts of child pornography. My whole screen just blinked off. Involving nudity, and 1 count of criminal use of a communications facility. Shocker, why do they always look like pedophiles? Like my pedo alerts going ding, 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 ding. That's a pedo if I ever saw one. But of course, all the bigots at Drag Queen Story Hour, you know, where not a single case of molestation has ever been documented. So, Tennessee, just banned. We're going to cover that in the Trash World section. Just banned drag in public. The governor who is signing the ban was caught in high school doing drag himself. But this is what they're wasting taxpayer dollars on. This is the issues that they're passing laws against. They don't actually care about your children in any meaningful way. They would just give them to these preachers. It's all just a thinly veiled excuse for their bigotry, and we know it, and it's pretty obvious. And lastly, on a religious bullshit, a small rat making the spoons again, and I was like, hey, if you're gonna make a blobfish spoon, you have to have the word wow on it, and did it. Wow, blobfish, wow. And who wants to buy their blobfish wow spoon? I know everybody does. It's gonna be a hit. We're gonna be rich, small rat, rich. Every household in the world gonna have a blobfish spoon. You know it's true. And all right, that is my small, short religious bullshit. Not a whole lot of religious bullshit this weekend. How disappointing, you religious motherfuckers. Let's see what the dirty, sexy pools have to say. So I'll move this over here. This screen is much smaller than the screen I'm used to working on. Goddamn computer. Don't know why it's doing that. Why wouldn't let me use my regular screen? Wow, I know. Wow. Shock face. It's old Colonel Kilgore. Hell yeah. I don't know who that is. I'm just going to agree with you. They're Wendigos. Pedo alert. Conservative groomers. Yep. Every accusation is confession. No talent as clown. I know, right? Pretty sure if you were like an excellent actor, they would just fucking ignore you. Just like Woody Harrelson. Excellent actor. So we're just going to ignore his anti-vax bullshit, right? We're not. Yes, we are. I like Woody Harrelson, so I'm going to pretend like it didn't happen. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to cover it, make fun of him, but I'll still watch his movies because Woody's pretty cool. And all right, let's move right along, folks, on this short-ass Monday show and do a little religious bullshit. No, we just did that. Going to do a little should watch. We talk about shows and we make fun of them. Yeah! I know the Woody Harrelson thing was a joke. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about what he said on the Bill Maher show afterwards. That's what we're going to discuss. We are going to discuss the joke, which I don't have any problem with whatsoever. But that's not what I'm even talking about. So you bear with me. Don't get ahead of me, folks. But first off, on the Chud Watch, Donald Trump Jr. hates Vladimir Zelensky because I guess the cool new thing now is to shit on the Ukrainian war. They were against it at first because they thought that the public supported it, but then a few of the right-wing influencers got on the internet and was like shitting on it. So now conservatives who accuse liberals of jumping on the cool new thing, they always do that. They always jump on the cool new thing. So hating on Vladimir Zelensky, and you guys might know Vladimir Zelensky used to be an actor. That's how he got his start. He did all kinds of like bits and skits and shows and whatnot. And one of them was him dancing, you know, like actors and performers do. And oh, hell no, Donald Trump Jr. don't like it. He's like, just so we understand, this is the leader of the left's new religion. No idea what the fuck you're talking about. If by new religion you mean we don't think innocent countries should be attacked, raped, have other people killed, and been taken over by evil dictators, Yeah, I mean, I think you're misusing that word, but okay, cool. He replaced Lord Fauci. What the fuck does Zelensky have to do with Fauci? Who replaced Goddess Greta? Now, first off, he didn't replace either one of those. We still love Fauci. We still love Greta. They're still cool as shit. Zelensky didn't replace anybody. Doesn't matter. As the leader of the leftist lunacy movement, give him all of your money forever. It doesn't matter how much or for what. It's for, the war. They were attacked and they're being killed and their whole home is trying to be taken over by evil invaders and we're trying to help them. We know what it is for, obviously, right? I don't know. The gods have spoken. All right, let's see this horrific thing Zelensky is doing that Donald Trump is posting to make fun of him for. Damn, big dick. Look at that junk in his pants. He got a big old bulge, make me wanna dance. Get it? Woo! Oh, fight that war for Zelensky. Oh, fight it, gonna kill the Russians. Hell yeah! That's supposed to make him look uncool? What? That made him way more cool in my eyes. Donald Trump Jr., Coke Jr., need to try harder with your disses. Fail. And speaking of Donald Trump Jr., we already knew it, folks. Already been telling you forever. Russell Brand gone off the fucking deep end. There he is with Coke Jr. and wife. Yeah, we all knew it. Sellouts. And man, I kind of understand. It's way, way more lucrative to make money if you're a right-wing grifter. The way he does his videos with the clickbait titles and all he does is shill right-wing messages. It's just the best way to get the YouTube algorithm to put you on the front page. He double dips. He gets people that are shitting on him for lying and spreading right-wing narratives, and he also gets the right-wingers at the same time. So you get all the money, all the clicks. Being an asshole has never been more lucrative in our society. It's sad, but unfortunately it is reality, and we're going to talk about that more later. And prepare, folks, for another Donald Trump run as the lead candidate. I thought DeSantis might take him over. Here, let me get out of the way and show you this. 43% for Donald Trump. Why is I know my screen is so. My big screen is so big because I'm doing it on this smaller monitor now. And so it's covering more territory. Maybe I'll shrink it a little bit. Shrinky dink. Shrinky dink. There we go. Shrink a dink that motherfucker so you can see it, y'all. Hell yeah. All right. So anyway, I personally can't wait. Donald Trump's way more fucking entertaining to me than Ron DeSantis. So it's going to be fun as shit to make fun of. And also, I have learned how to do those videos where you can make celebrities sound like they're saying whatever you want them to. So prepare for new videos coming out that I'm going to make. I'm going to do some preemptive Donald Trump versus Joe Biden election videos where they're debating. Going to be fun as shit. So can't wait for that. And then, speaking of Donald Trump and the traitors that try to overthrow our government and install Trump as a dictator, this young man doing 18. No, he's 18. He's doing, how much is he doing? Doesn't say. Bruno Kua was 18 on January 6th. He had traveled to the riot with his parents. Today, he was found guilty of assaulting a police officer and obstructing, and cried after the judge left. His mom said, "I feel so stupid for buying into Trump's lies." Yep. Bad life decisions. What the fuck you expect? He doesn't care about you. Didn't help you at all. Threw you under the bus as soon as it was politically beneficial to him. So you get what you fucking deserve, morons. Enjoy prison at 18. That's going to be fun. And watch this hilarious clip. Remember, folks, that they told us, hey, the police just let them into the Capitol building, right? It was a setup. They just opened the barricades and they're like, come on in, everybody. Come on in. Obviously, Antifa. But now they're showing videos of the police kind of abusing the people who try to come in a bit. And they're like, hey, punish the police for this. So which is it? Did the police let them in? Was it a setup? Or did police fight them and push them away and we should punish the police? Got to get your story straight. Anyway, here's the video. Guy's trying to climb over the barricade and the police whacks him on the head one time. Yeah, ow. Looked like that hurt. And he's trying to duck down and the policeman grabs him and says, yeah, you can't come up here. Don't try to overthrow the government. We don't like that. And push him out. Oh, that looks like a long fall. Damn, it's not the fall that kills you. It's the landing. And, oh no, like I'm usually against police brutality, but this time, I'll allow it. Got what you deserve once again, fuckos. Nice. And then, on the religious bullshit. Like I said, folks, all conservatives do are exactly what they accuse the lefties of doing. Supporting the cool new thing. Here's a great example. Now, he used to be a big supporter of the Ukrainian war. I'm going to show you in a minute, used to shit on the left for not doing more quicker for the Ukrainians. But now, it's not as popular on the right to be supporters of the Ukraine anymore. So now he's flip-flop, and he's totally against it. Here he is, showing his hypocrisy.
For the Democrats, this has become a virtue signal. For the Democrats, they wear a Ukrainian flag. Zelensky has become, I think People magazine is going to name him the sexiest man alive. They're in love with him. And it's become a way, a Ukrainian flag has become like a COVID mask. It's a sign to show your virtue.
Yeah.
Now,
yeah, totally. Even though I don't use a Ukrainian flag, isn't it a virtue signal? Only, awkwardly, here's Ted Cruz just a few months back. Man, Twitter's so fucking slow. It's amazing. So this is him back in February of 2022, so a year ago. Joe Biden and his men waited far too long to begin delivering lethal weapons to Ukraine, and now they're not moving fast enough. The Ukrainians need javelins and stingers to defend themselves against Putin, and the U.S. needs to be doing everything we can to make sure they get them. Little bit of turnabout there, isn't it, Ted Cruz? Almost like you just don't have any backbone or morals or integrity whatsoever. You just flip-flop to the new thing whenever it's politically beneficial to do so. That's exactly what I thought. And folks, as always, we're going to read all the super chats at halftime. So get all your super chats in, every one of them. What? There we go. Great way to support the show, so please do so if you haven't done so. More like yourself forever and ever on the super chats. You know how it works. Do it to it. And then, speaking of right-wing douchebags and shitheads, Tucker Carlson. Man, I have to talk while it's loading. Why is Twitter so slow now? It's like at least 5 to 10 times slower than it was. People are going to brag and say, hey, Elon fired 90% of Twitter and the site's still running fine. Checkmate, leftists. Just proves he's a genius and he didn't need all those employees. It ain't working very well, just saying. Anyway, shamelessness is their superpower, folks. Here's Tucker Carlson shilling for Russia. Just a Russian disinfo agent.
Frustrating to watch Biden say this again and again. It is galling to be lectured about democracy by a man who took power in an election so sketchy that many Americans don't believe it was even real.
So we've already seen their text, folks. Their private text. They've already admitted they know they're lying about spreading Trump's big lie, that the election was stolen. They know that's not true. And yet he's still fucking doing it. Oh, hey, a lot of people think it was stolen. Yeah, a lot of people think a lot of bullshit. A lot of people think JFK is still alive and coming back. A lot of people think Jesus is coming back any 5 minutes now. Just because a lot of people believe the bullshit you tell them don't mean it's true, Tucker. Just shameless spreading this bullshit.
Joe Biden has never had the majority of American support for a single day.
What the fuck? Trump won. Did not win the popular election. Republicans have not won the popular vote in 40 fucking years and have had multiple presidencies. Good God.
Of the Ukraine war. In fact, Joe Biden is far less popular in the United States than Vladimir Putin is in Russia.
Yeah, of course, because they have state-run television stations and all they do is show them nothing but propaganda all day long. They have no freedom and they're very scared to speak out because they'll be imprisoned or sent to fucking war. No shit. Hey, you know who's real popular? Kim Jong-un. Got like 100% approval. I wonder the fuck why, Tucker Carlson.
That is not an endorsement of Putin.
It is.
It's just true.
Yes.
And it says everything about Joe Biden's tenuous legitimacy.
Oh my
democracy?
He's more popular, I think, than Trump was as his lowest level. You didn't seem to mention that.
Please. We're adults. Stop lying to us.
Yeah, you guys hate democracy. That's why you're trying to ensure that people can't vote. That's why your channel supports the national divorce and not letting left-wingers vote for 5 years when they move to right-wing areas. So full of shit in every goddamn possible way. And then, if it ever fucking loads, Scott Adams had a really bad week, or maybe it was a good week. I guess it depends on how you look at it. He tried purposely to get canceled. It's obviously what he's doing. He wants those cancellation bucks. He wants to put himself in the spotlight and complain about being canceled. He sees how lucrative it is for other people like Dave Chappelle and just all of them, right? All the shitbags who purposely try to get canceled. Anyway, I was watching this interview with him and Hotep Jesus, because of course he doing interviews with Hotep Jesus, and he doing the same thing they always do. So they know intuitively that being right-wing is negative. It's a bad thing. It's something to be ashamed of. And even though it's very clear he's right-wing, he's gonna pretend like he's actually on the left because, you know, they know it's bad. It's the same old grift over and over again. It's the Dave Rubin, Sargon, Elon Musk. Over and over, they play this same card. I'm actually a lefty. It's just a coincidence that I spend all my time and use my platform only to spread right-wing talking points and racist bullshit. Here he is claiming that he's on the left.
So we'd have a valid discussion. That I could. It was just an option, right?
Let's see. Is it? Come on, hurry up.
menoforder.com.
And right.
But before we get into that, I want to ask you something. This is my own personal question. A lot of the other questions are from reading the room, seeing what people are saying. But what I want to know is the identifying as black. When did that come about? Because that took me off. I was caught off guard with that. When did that happen? How did that come about? Why'd you make that decision?
So I'm trying to remember when it was, but several years ago, I said I'm going to identify as black. Now, part of the reason was that I could. It was just an option, right? So I thought, well, that sounds good. But then I thought I could get the best of both worlds. If there's anything ever that's like, you know, rationed by race, I can say, well, I identify as black. And if people wanted to treat me as white because they like that, they'd look at me and say, well, I think he looks white. So I thought I could get the best of both worlds.
I can get the best of both worlds, folks. I can get the benefits of white supremacy and benefits of being white, and I can also steal things from minorities that might help them get a leg up in this white supremacy world. Obviously, left wing.
Sort of a mix, but the less funny answer is that I was spending tons of time working on things that were directly for the benefit of the black community. So a lot of the things I was advocating for. So, for example, a lot of people don't know that I'm left-wing. A lot of your audience is going to be confused because the headlines are saying I'm a right-wing MAGA guy.
You are.
I'm actually endorsing Vivek Ramaswamy for president, primarily because I'm a single-issue voter.
So he endorsing one of the most far-right candidates for presidency, but don't get it wrong, he's totally on the left, y'all. And let me just show you a few of the examples of things I've covered from Scott Adams as I've been doing this show. You guys remember how I have a search engine for everything I've ever talked about on this show? And if I spell it right, it'll actually come up and it'll tell me everything. First off, he was giddily praising Donald Trump's secret police kidnapping protesters in Portland, you know, totally left-wing. Then he uncovered the hidden satanic symbolism in Joe Biden's name. Let's have a look at that. This totally left-wing pundit gonna prove just how lefty he is.
Do you know if you took the capital letter J, just imagine the capital letter J in your mind. Now think of the next letter in Joe. It's an O. Now just move in your mind the O to the left until it's on top of the J.
Okay.
It's a backward 6.
With the line on top of it.
So that's the J and the O, the form of backward 6.
Bullshit. Okay.
Now suppose the next letter is the lowercase e.
Okay, E.
What does a lowercase e look like?
3.
If you turn it upside down.
W.
Well, it looks like a 6.
Okay.
So you got the J and the O together. If you combine them, it looks like a backward 6. You've got the lowercase e that looks like an upside down 6, but that's just 2 6s.
Okay.
6 6 wouldn't be anything, right?
That's right, nothing.
But the next letter is capital B.
Oh my God.
For Biden.
It's B.
And capital B is where you hide your 6.
You hide
so
it.
Even J-O-E-B
J-O-E-B
is
both job.
666.
Right there, folks.
What is left of the word Biden if you take out the B, because that's where the 6 is hiding? What's left of the word Biden?
Biden.
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
I-D-E-N. I-D-E-N. Identity. 666. Identity.
Proof, folks, that Joe Biden is both the Antichrist and also that Scott Adams is a total left-winger. Let's see some other crazy bullshit he said that proves he's a left-winger. Oh, here he is. Is it my imagination? This is from November 9th, 2020. Is it my imagination, or are Democrats disappointed that Republicans are capable of accepting the election after some legal due diligence, of course, without experiencing any mental health issues? Was there supposed to be more suffering? Yeah, isn't that right? Haven't the right wing taken their defeat in the election so well without any mental issues? They just accepted it. Every one of them just, yep, Trump lost. Let's move on and accept. Isn't that what happened? It's not. Oh my. And he went on to talk about there's going to be a third act where it looks like Trump is doomed, but he's going to come back. And somebody says, is the GOP accepting of the election? And he said, that's because it is legitimately not over. But if legal challenges are not effective, reality will set in. Sure they will. I mean, the legal challenges were shot down every step of the way. Did they change their course? Did they start accepting the election? No, of course not. But he's totally left-wing, guys. He's totally left-wing, supporting the most right-wing candidate and saying all this bullshit. And, of course, remember when he waited 33 years to introduce the first black character in his comic books? What the fuck? It's gone? Here it is. No, it's gone. God damn it. It was just up. I just saw it. Here it is. And he used it to make a transgender joke. But he didn't realize that a lot of the papers are not in color, so the joke didn't land. Management asked me to add some diversity to the engineering team. Meet Dave. I guess he was supposed to be black. But he goes, I identify as white. But you are white because it's black and white. You ruin everything, Dave. Hilarious. Dilbert. Fail. And remember that time he waded into the white genocide conspiracy theory? I'm going to blame him for the slow loading of Twitter. Equity means less for white man. You can call it what it is. Totally left wing, Scott Adams. Shitting on equity. Totally doing all the stuff for black folks, isn't he? Anyway, bad week for shithead Scott Adams. Apparently, a lot of his publishers, people that were running his cartoon, dumped the shit out of him. Let's take a look at a couple. Boom, here's one. Man, this is so slow. What happened to Twitter? We've been bitching about this a lot, folks. Anybody know if you subscribe to Twitter Blue, if it makes it faster? Dilbert has been canceled from all newspapers, websites, calendars, and books because I gave some advice everyone agreed with. Yeah, didn't we all agree with his advice to avoid black people because they were a terrorist organization? Sure we did. My syndication partner canceled me. Good. That's exactly what you fucking deserve, isn't it? Just saying. And more good news from the Scott Adams front. This time, he says, my publisher for non-Dilbert books has canceled my upcoming book and the entire backlist. Still no disagreement about my point of view. My book agent canceled me too. Yes, they disagree with your point of view. They disagree with your whole framing of the Rasmussen poll, where black folks said they're not okay with the phrase, it's okay to be white, because it was used by white supremacists to belittle the Black Lives Matter movement. So they don't like you that much. Doesn't mean they don't like white folks. Means they don't like that particular fucking slogan because it's a white supremacist talking point. Yeah, lame ass motherfucker. So enjoy losing all your business and jobs and shit. But now he pretending like, hey, everybody agrees with me. Why am I taking so much shit? He says, I'm accepting criticism from anyone who has seen the full context here. The rest of you are in a fake news bubble, but I trust you suspected that. No, we heard what you said. We watched the whole thing, and we took you exactly like you meant it. and it was racist as fuck. And I know where you're trying to hide from it. I know why you're trying to run from it. I know why you're trying to claim you are not a conservative, that you're actually a lefty, because it's embarrassing and you're trying to do damage control, but it's not going to work. And then he went on to say, we are at the phase in which people are hallucinating. They disagree with me. I do disagree with you. I'm not hallucinating. I explain why in great detail. But they can't name the disagreement. I totally, in exquisite detail, named why I disagree with you. It's very clear. And sometimes where there is smoke, there is just a steam from a dryer vent. No wonder he's a comedy writer. So hilarious. But of course, Elon Musk immediately jumped on the bandwagon. Second richest man in the world. Well, this is more of him talking about how bad things are going for him. I've lost 3 careers to direct racism so far: Crocker Bank, Pacific Bell, and cartooning. All 3 were perpetuated by white people for their own gain. No black person has ever discriminated against me because they don't have the power to do so because of institutionalized racism, probably. That's partly why I identify as black for several years. Totally left wing. But like I said, apartheid Clyde, Elon Musk, immediately jumping to have his back. So Scott Adams says this incredibly stupid thing. Is it racist to avoid racists who are the same race as each other? Or is it only racist if the racists you are avoiding are white? No, you can avoid racist of any color you want to. You can literally avoid anybody of any color you want to. You have that right. But when you make up lies and you misrepresent the facts in order to make half the black population look racist, and then you call them a hate group and tell people to avoid them, that would be racist, Scott Adams. Obviously, and of course, Elon Musk, Johnny on the spot to signal boost for every right-wing shithead he can. You know, if a left-winger says anything, crickets from Elon Musk. And every time he signal boosts for these people, they get thousands of new subscribers. He's one of the most powerful people on earth, and now that he has Twitter as his own private personal platform, he uses that to boost all these right-wing shitheads. And Elon immediately says, simultaneously, an interesting question and a tongue twister. It is neither of those things. It was very easy to read, and it wasn't in any way an interesting question. It's just silly fucking bullshit once you understand the context. And then, of course, Elon doubling down on it, saying, the media is racist. For a very long time, U.S. media was racist against non-white people. Now they're racist against whites and Asians. Same thing happened with elite colleges and high schools in America. Maybe they can try not to be racist. Yeah, totally. You know what? It's really hard to... Says as a connection. Is it gonna work? Boom. All right. Let's hope I'm back. Can you guys see me? Kick it, Dusty. Did a cat piss on your router? I don't know. OBS just locked up. OBS having problems, I guess. Don't know what the fuck the problem is. Okay. What was the last thing you guys heard me say? I was shitting on the woman who got laid off when she was sleeping at Twitter headquarters. Did you guys hear me talk about that? Hardcore lady. She was like, when your team is pushing round the clock to make deadlines, sometimes you sleep at work. Just kissing ass. We're talking about butts. Of course I was. Asian colleges. Okay. Holy shit. That was a way back. Where the fuck was it? God damn it. Fuck my life. Everything's going off the fucking rails. Holy shit. Anyway, Elon's like, I don't agree with everything Scott says. What? What is it you disagree with? Yeah, obviously not going to say, because you don't actually disagree with anything he says. But Dilbert is legit funny and insightful. We should stop canceling comedy. Oh my. Isn't comedy dead, y'all? It's totally fucking dead. No, it's not. Comedy's alive and well. It's only whiny little piss babies who think it's dead. Untalented jackasses who aren't funny themselves, who just want to be fucking hacks who think it's dead. People decided they don't want to work with Scott Adams anymore because he's a racist as fuck, is not canceling comedy because he ain't funny. And, all right, move right along. Liam Neeson. That can't be the actor. That's got to be somebody else because Liam Neeson Anyway, maybe it is the actor. I don't know. Anyway, posting Marjorie Trader Queen, who is outright spreading young earth creationism now. The most popular conservative congressperson just outright spreading bullshit. I hope I didn't lose all the fucking super chats. I lost. No, I didn't. Did I lose all the super chats? Yes, I'm going to have to go find them again in a minute. This motherfucking thing. Anyway, I'll work on that. This is basically the Hovind method. You guys remember when I covered Kent Hovind? He's the guy who runs the Creation Museum and enable pedophiles to come to his museum and molest kids. Well, anyway, this is directly the Hovind theory that he puts out. Now we have the most popular congressperson in Congress posting the Hovind theory. Marjorie Taylor Greene says dinosaurs is a relatively young word that, if I recall correctly, you do not, started to gain use in the 1800s. Before that, they called them by their biblical name, dragons. This is not true. Some of the bones displayed are real, but others are no forgeries. You mean known? God damn it, she's stupid. The land dragons were killed out a couple thousand years ago. Maybe a few still hidden somewhere, but ocean dragons still exist. It's 100% Ken Hovind bullshit. She's spreading the bullshit of pedophile enabler Ken Hovind, because of course she is. Good God. This woman was the de facto Speaker of the House for a little while. We are doomed as a goddamn society, I swear. Yes, I know dinosaurs existed a long time ago, even a long time before that cave woman. And I already showed that. Where we at? Here we go. I'm going to bitch about Twitter being slow again. Good God. And then, this is the same woman who just a few months ago hired Milo Yiannopoulos as her intern. Let's see what Milo is up to today. Milo says, the only thing left to like about black Americans is how much they beat up white coal-burning tramps. They also murder a lot of trannies. Awesome! Super cool that this guy is working for the most popular Republican congressperson on earth. Yay! And if you don't know what a coal burner is, it's a white woman who dates a black dude. So super cool for Milo, who's literally just desperate to say anything he can to stay relevant, because this is what conservatives reward. The more you act like a giant fucking piece of shit, the more attention you get from them, and the more they're like, look at everybody, he's upset. He's upsetting everybody. He's on the libs. I gotta send him money. It's literally just a trash ideology in every fucking way. Totally scumbag. And also, speaking of Marjorie Trader Queen, here are her sycophants who agree with her that there should be a national divorce, but they don't give a fuck, folks. They're okay with a civil war as well. Gunther Eagleman says, national divorce or civil war? You choose. I'm good with either. I bet you are. All I gotta say is do it, motherfucker. Like, what are you guys waiting on? What the fuck are you waiting on? Step up, bitch. Like, literally nobody is scared of you. You fucking gravy seals, you couch doughboys. You ain't gonna do shit. All you're doing is running your big fucking mouths. You're so weak and pathetic. And the comments are, Civil War, let's get it done once and for all. Do it. Do it. Because, like, it'll only be a few of you. The rest of society is just going to stomp a fucking mud hole in you and walk it dry. You ain't shit. And then the Zen Master replies, I oppose war unless it is in defense of my life or the life of anyone that I love. Then it is war to the knife. I support national divorce 100%. I'm sure you do. One of the two has to happen, says Dave. We cannot sustain this for much longer. Sustain what? Democracy? Somebody in charge you don't like? Of course you can't, because you're whiny piss babies who literally want to murder your neighbors if they vote for somebody you don't like. Traitors. That's what the fuck you are. That's what people like Marjorie Trailer Queen attract. And speaking of these fucking losers, so you guys remember the Canadian convoy that was in Canada last year? I call it the Canadian carrying convoy. They were trying to shut down the highways and the byways and stop trade in order to make the Canadian government stop mandates. Remember all that shit? They got in a bunch of trouble. Well, apparently it's their 1-year anniversary, and now they're having a big, I call it a party. They're calling it some kind of camp called Camp Hero. No, Camp Hope. That's what it's called. Camp Hope. Where a lot of the people that were involved in the convoys, they go out and they all camp around together at this particular site and fellowship. And I guess try to stir shit up. Well, prepare your shock face. Apparently, a bunch of pedophiles were out there. Specifically one specific pedophile that they were warned about over and over again. People sent them messages and news articles saying, hey, you might not want to let this giant fucking pedophile out there around all the kids. And they were like, psh, we don't believe you. We're not going to listen. And so they let the pedophile out there around all the children, and then they got called out for it. And here's their response, folks. This is the guy who organized the whole thing, by the way.
Here is the thing what we want to clarify. Whenever we have a gathering at Camp Hope, guys, and I know what's going on, and I know the TikTok what's going on, and I still love the people what are haters. I still love the people what are trolls. I still love each and every one of you guys. At Camp Hope, we will not chase people away. I know there's a lady on TikTok saying, oh yeah, I warned him. Warned him.
They did. You guys got warned. There's a pedophile there. They'll be like, hey, everybody makes mistakes. Hey, sometimes you accidentally fuck a child. Hey, Jesus' blood washes everything away, even child fucking. What you gonna do?
First of all, let me explain something. If I don't know you, and you are coming telling me such and such is this and this. And if I put him off or tell him to get off of Camp Hope, that would call revenge.
No, that's called being responsible. Keeping children safe, being an adult. Has nothing to do with revenge.
I believe on second chances. God never threw people out.
Literally, God killed everybody on the face of the fucking planet except for one family. How is that not throwing people out? He literally sends every single person that doesn't believe in his son to burn in hellfire for eternity, according to you. What the fuck you talking about, fat bastard?
Always welcome everybody. What happened there, it is the past. And I know the person what got arrested. Everything is clear already. I got the phone calls. I got all the text messages about it. And Norm Price was one of the guys who was there. And a lot of people wanted me to throw him off the site. We waited till Monday when we told him to leave. He was trying to fundraise money at Camp Hope for his own thing.
So why would we put those people aside what do sin?
Because they're pedophiles! They tell you they're pedophiles! Hey, if somebody tells you somebody else is a pedophile, maybe err on the side of caution. But these are the same exact people that will call other people groomers, of course.
Me and you been washed by Jesus' blood. So is everybody else what admits that he's a sinner.
Good God, so depressing. And more people defending their bullshit excuses for why they did not get rid of the pedophiles that showed up and hung around the children at their Camp Hope.
We are not running a cult at Camp Hope.
Okay, if you have to tell people you're not running a cult, you're probably running a cult.
This is no cult here, and I want to make that very, very sure. And if you feel that this is a cult,
then don't come here.
Well, obviously, cult members are not going to stop coming there. They're cult members.
Stay away.
Stay away. Stay in your basement.
I will.
And be on your phone and texting all that.
I got attacked and I got slaughtered.
Yeah, for having a pedophile.
From the media, from people.
As you should have.
This whole freedom movement, it's starting exactly what I have been saying from the beginning on. People going to start turning against each other. It was never my intention to put any children at risk.
It was. They told you that guy was a pedophile and you refused to get rid of him. You 100% intended to put people at risk when you did that.
We tried to protect you your children, and your grandchildren.
You did the opposite of that.
Did I know that he was a child molester?
Yes, you did.
No.
Yes, they told you.
I didn't know.
You did know.
Do I can know who is coming here and I just
You were told.
I'm giving hugs.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't matter who comes to me. It doesn't matter who...
Yeah, I don't care who comes here. I don't care if they're a pedophile or not. I'm going to give them hugs. Super cool, conservatives.
Was a lot of messages coming from people about some certain people that were in attendance at the Winnipeg rally when we were there, and these people have some charges against them and such like that. Now,
for what? Pedophilia?
When you are slamming our messengers and everything with these articles and stuff about other people,
telling they're pedophiles.
Yes, thank you for doing that.
You're welcome.
But, you got to give us a chance to do our due diligence and stuff like that, right? And these people, we knew about them, thanks to everybody out there.
Right? Yeah. And you didn't do anything about it. You didn't get rid of them, even though you knew about them.
People are bashing Camp Hope. People are talking about Camp Hope.
Because of pedophilia? Yeah.
They protect
pedophiles.
And pedophilia.
They do. Thank you. Right?
Camp Hope had nothing to do with that stuff.
Yes, you did.
We did our due diligence.
You did not.
I wish people could just understand that.
We understand.
But no. Like I say, TikTok is a very vicious world. And I know a lot of people here don't go on TikTok. There's probably reasons for that.
Probably.
Which I may be removing myself from TikTok.
Do it.
Just the hostility. And everybody bashing Camp Hope.
Yeah, I wonder why they would be bashing Camp Hope. And here's Benita Peterson.
Threatening accountability too soon actually scares people from becoming our allies.
Threatening accountability too soon actually scares people from becoming our allies. They're basically like, why are you holding us accountable? You're just pushing people away. There should be no accountability in our movement. Pedophiles and all are welcome.
Right now, the priority needs to be bringing more people into the freedom movement. We need the latecomers. We need the people who have made mistakes. We need them to join us in the freedom movement.
We need the pedophiles.
That is how we strengthen the freedom movement.
More pedos, the better.
If you threaten accountability right now, you are scaring off our potential allies.
Oh my fucking God.
Please, for the time being, stop. Accountability comes later, once we are stronger.
Yeah, let all the pedophiles in. We'll hold them accountable later, after they've already raped our children. There'll be plenty of time for child rape accountability later. We would hate to push people away. What happened to personal responsibility? They're always bullshit. These people are about nothing. They're for nothing. They are nothing. And here's one from my buddy Doc Matta 2525, which is going to load some year. Oh, yeah, folks, this is getting scary as shit. So this is Jack Piece of Shitbig, and he's posting this fake video of Joe Biden. But he's not outright telling his audience that it's fake, even though he knows it's fake. He's not specifically telling them it's fake. He's using vague language that gives him plausible deniability, where he can come out and say later, wait, I never said it was real. But the vast majority of the idiots that are following him won't know that it's fake. They'll believe it. Jack says, the recommended way forward will be to invoke the Selective Service Act, as is my authority as president, he quotes Biden as saying. The first to be called will be men and women whose 20th birthday falls during calendar year 2023, he fake quotes Joe Biden as saying. And then he says, a sneak preview of things to come, which I guess is his plausibility to claim, hey, I was being honest that it was fake. This means that it's fake, but no one's going to read that and think that he's admitting that it's fake. They're thinking this video is real. This is just a peek of things that are going to come in the future where Joe Biden is going to do these fake quotes. So here it is. Here's the fake video where Joe Biden says he is going to draft college students. Posted with No admittance by Jack piece of shit Bick in any way to his audience that it's fake.
The illegal Russian offensive has been swift, callous, and brutal. It's barbaric. Putin's illegal occupation of Kyiv and the impending Chinese blockade of Taiwan has created a two-front national security crisis that requires more troops than the volunteer military can supply. I have received guidance from General Milley, chairman of the Joint Chiefs, that the recommended way forward will be to invoke the Selective Service Act, as is my authority as president. The first to be called in a sequence determined by national lottery will be men and women whose 20th birthday falls during calendar year 2023. Remember, you're not sending your sons and daughters to war. You're sending them to freedom. God bless our troops and God bless Ukraine.
God bless our troops and God bless Ukraine. What we just played for you was a sneak preview, coming attractions.
Yep. Most, like I said, obviously, you and I can tell it's fake, right? But Republicans, conservatives, they have a hard time determining fact from fiction, bullshit from reality. A lot of them are going to watch this, and they're going to think it's real. And this is just the beginning of it, folks. Now that Elon Musk has taken away the blue check marks from legitimate people so we can know who to trust and who's not to trust, it's going to be harder and harder to differentiate what is real and what is not real. Now, the left will be much better about it, of course, but the right will continuously post shit like this. And the fact is, we already know, they don't actually care what's real and what's not real. They feel morally obligated to post lies as long as it helps their side win. So this is the future of political punditry here. They're just getting started. Going to be a scary-ass future.
Report found that its patients were at considerable risk.
And then here's a great video pointing out just how easily and frequently and shamelessly.
Report found that its patients
would you shut up for just a fucking second? PragerU lies. It's easy to fact check. A single 5-second Google search can fact check what they're saying, but they know their audience will not fact check anything they say, so they can just lie with impunity. I thought one of the 10 Commandments had something to do with lying. It's almost like they don't give a fuck.
Report found that its patients were at considerable risk due to its unquestioning affirmative approach.
Oh God. All right. Well, let's see. Let's see where this is coming from, because of course they don't have any actual sources for any of this. They just make you type in the keywords.
It's the largest pediatric
What was this called? This is
Gender Identity Clinic.
The Tavistock Center. And what was the wording here?
Found that its patients were at considerable risk.
Considerable risk.
So they're claiming that the patients at this children's hospital are at considerable risk if they're treated for transgenderism.
A damning report into gender identity services run by the Tavistock and Portman Foundation Trust has found that the model is putting children at considerable risk. An interim report said that children and young people are being subjected to lengthy waits for access to gender dysphoria services and are not receiving support during this time. Wait a minute. Who could have guessed the very thing that they are talking about, where people are being put at considerable risk, is because they're not receiving the care that they need. Not because they are being given care too quickly and not... oh God, this is so fucking stupid. It's literally so easy. I literally just typed in what they said, and the first thing that comes up is the exact opposite. But it doesn't matter, because this is all propaganda. It's all they have. It's all they do. That's all they can do, because they don't have the facts on their sides. The medical consensus is very clear, and unfortunately, they want to go against that.
They will actually say the exact opposite of what the article they're quoting says. Just shameless. But that's conservatism for you. They do not care about the truth. They feel morally obligated to lie. And finish it off, folks, a little cringe. Here is Eminem impersonator, a rapper, Bryson Gray, with his latest anti-trans, pro-conservative song. He actually raps okay because he's just copying Eminem, and Eminem has a good flow. But listen to the lyrics, folks.
Eminem threatened gay people in his songs. I'm not that bad. I just want to deport them to Iran or Baghdad. I mean, they want to leave anyway. Why are they that mad? I'm not mean. I just have questions I want to ask fast. Why are men paying no dresses to be edgy? Back in high school, I would have gave him a wedgie.
Why are men wearing dresses to be edgy? Back in high school, I would have given them a wedgie. So cool! Bullying is awesome.
Trans people scream out, why won't society accept me? But they didn't accept themselves, or they ain't ready. They say, Bryson.
Why won't society accept me as a transgender person, but they won't accept themselves. I mean, the biggest problem is society not accepting them, isn't it? I think so.
Are you homophobic? Yes. Well, are you transphobic too? Yes. I mean, I don't know who I value less. Homos or harlots on Insta showing their breasts. Being the president isn't a job for women. Calm down. Put on the dress, back to the kitchen. We used to shame the degenerates, but now it's different. We turn from God, now on TV, two men kissing. Eminem.
So awesome. Stealing Eminem's bits and using it for bigotry. Amazing. But cruelty is the point, folks. They just want to be shitheads, and he'll get rewarded for this. You know, like I said, the conservatives will see this like, he making fun of trans people. He making fun of gay people. He telling women to get back in the kitchen. He's saying he's homophobic and transphobic. He's awesome. Gotta buy his records, cause the garbage human, bottom out of the barrel, as always. And that is my Chud Watch. Glad we got through it without my shit fucking up again. Let's see what you gotta say. A dead a sex. Pause. Move it over one more screen, please. God damn it. Fuck my life. You can do it, Dusty. You can do it, Dusty. Hell yeah, I can. This guy was misogynist. Yes, he is. Is Beetlejuice a rapper now? I know. You're not talking about the movie. You're talking about the little dwarf guy, right? Poor Beetlejuice. More like Super Zero, am I right? You are correct, sir. Homophobic, transphobic, and sexist. The triple shitheadness. Yep. He got it all, ladies. Never trust a guy wearing a superhero uniform. I know that's true. Copycat. I know, right? Trying so hard to sound like Eminem. If only you had an ounce of his talent. I don't even like Eminem. Chopping off kids' dicks is bad. Yeah, it would be bad if that was happening, but it's not. So, you know, don't fall for the bullshit. Actually, I'm going to cover this in a minute. But on that point, in Tennessee, they have a bill that's banning transgender care for minors. And they said that according to the hospital, they only have had 5 patients in a year that have any kind of transgender care, all of them over the age of 16, and none of them have had any kind of genital surgery whatsoever. So you might want to quit falling for bullshit that you're told and actually research stuff for yourself. Just saying, shithead. Should George W. Bush be in prison? Hell yeah. He's a war criminal. Killed like 1 million innocent people. Put that guy under the fucking jail. Straight to execution. And all right, folks, moving right along. Get your super chats in. Actually, let me go ahead and read the super chats now. Doing the super chats, and I gotta pull up my thing that tells me what all the super chats is because I lost them because the fucking thing fucked up. Motherfucker. All right, let's see. I think it's under earn now. And supers. Here we go. There we go. Boom. Cole James got $50. What up, Cole James? Very generous of you. Thank you for supporting the show. You rock. Living Torture, $10. GOP doesn't know shit from apple butter. I know that's true. Why is this thing not... Why is it only showing a little bit of it? Can I click on it? How do I see the full thing? This is useless. If I put it on a bigger screen, can I see it? Let's see. Nope. Well, that's ridiculous. This whole fucking thing is a goddamn loser. I swear to fucking God. It's just dumb as fuck. All right, well, I can't see all the super chats. I'm going to have to just read whatever it says a little bit. All right. GOP doesn't know shit from apple butter. Good. I agree with you, Living Torture. Basset Hound Gang says, tune in late. Hope all is well with you and everyone watching. Hell yeah. Everything's amazing. Always on the Cult of Dusty. And April S., hero of the show, April S., $150. Always super amazingly generous from April S., and one of the most sexy people to ever tune into the program, in my opinion. April, we love you. Thank you, you hero. Living Torture, $10. Dilbert does crash test. He fails to understand that the term whiteness is American as apple pie. True. Whiteness is a made-up concept. Living Torture, $10. Comedian who said awful things, I'm canceled, while screaming from the rooftops like everyone can somehow still hear them. I do not think cancel means what you think it means. Yep, trying to get those cancellation bucks. Trying to get paid big money to say whatever you want to say in front of millions of people. It usually works. $20 from Living Torture. They can't beat us. They know they can't beat us. So it's culture wars, whining, and more nonsense from the moral authorities. They have nothing. They will lose next year again. Yep, moral panic is all they have. Lies and shitting on the other person without ever putting forth anything that's going to help American citizens. Living Torture, $10. Make me love President Z even more. I know, right? Hotness. He got the hotness. Maximum, 1975. That was the year I was born. $10. First time, a long time. What up, Maximus? Thank you for popping your cherry. Living Torture, $20. Hitting it good tonight, Living Torture. Dusty, I have missed a couple shows, but I am back. You are always on point with this. The greatest show in the universe. I've converted a couple of my Chud family because they're older, and on Social Security, they aren't voting GOP. I just read the GOP is trying to up the age of Social Security to 70. They got it. The old folks got it. They got theirs, but fuck the rest of us. They'll happily watch us not to get the same shit they got, and they'll call it fairness because they don't give a fuck about us. The greatest generation, my ass. Cuban Lover 1972, USD $2. His $2, Dusty, got to pay my credit card. Hell yeah, pay that credit card. You know, I used to have a crush on Woody Harrelson, says Liz Husky. Yeah, I think Woody's pretty cool. Generally a good actor. He was fucking terrible on Saturday Night Live, which we'll cover. E! My buddy E's back at me $100. As always, so amazingly generous. E! I got here just in time to catch the end of the Molly conversation. Huh, damn. You should try Molly sometime, E. It's actually pretty good. I know you don't have experience with it, but give it a shot. You might enjoy it. You know what I'm saying. Bob Hawk, you late, fucko, no excuses. I have an excuse. My fucking whole thing's fucking up. I don't know why. Goddamn technology, even when you do everything right, it still goes wrong. I wish I was like a millionaire who had my own crew and shit. That would be nice. We got you back. Never give up. Love you. Dusty says, extremism. All right. Love you back. Appreciate it. Much love, says Joseph Bergerheimer. Much love to you, Joseph. ACAB, says Dr. Orangutan. Hell yeah, ACAB. Morton Beer, $20. Have a good night, Dusty. I will. Every night's a good night. All right, those are old ones. All right, and now I'm back into the old ones. Starting to read old shit. All right, that's all my super chats. Please get your super chats in if you can, if you're able. Great way to support the show. All of it. Super chat, super chat, super chat. Hell to the yeah. All right, let me move this back over here so you guys can see. Boom. What was up on my screen? Oh, the shit I'm running. You guys ain't supposed to see that. God damn it, Dusty. Come on now. All right. Hope there was no porn or anything embarrassing up there. God, I'd be so embarrassed if you guys knew I watch porn. Psh. What is porn? Never even heard of the word before. Anyway, move right along, folks. Appreciate you, super chat heroes. You guys rock. Let me scroll down. Okay, cool was the last one. Awesome. Move right along. It's time for some Beyond Parody. Everything's fucking backwards. Beyond Parody! I have to do it so long while I'm waiting for fucking Twitter to load. This slow motherfucking bullshit. God damn it, Elon Musk. And first off, as always, it can't be a Beyond Parody without Jordan Peterson. And I'm starting to think Jordan Peterson really ain't right. Now, he was never right. Got addicted to benzo, had to get put in a coma in a Russian hospital in order to get off of. Guys full of shit every goddamn step of the way. But now he's even more unhinged than he usually is. Now he's just walking around just trying to find things to be offended at. The people that call us snowflakes constantly claim that we get offended by everything. Dude literally gets offended by everything, like this one. So here's a sign put out by the Alberta Health Services telling people that in cold weather, they need to walk more carefully and trying to teach them how to walk carefully on ice and stuff because falls are very dangerous. Hey, you know, the Atkins guy, the guy that invented the Atkins diet, he fell on ice and he died. He was actually a little heavy too. Kind of ironic for the Atkins guy, but you could fall, you could die on the ice. So they're just trying to do a public health poster here that says, hey, do the penguin walk. Stay healthy and active. Avoid a fall and possible injuries. Bend slightly and walk flat-footed. Point your feet out slightly like a penguin. Keep your center of gravity over your feet as much as possible. Watch where you're stepping. Take shorter shuffle-like steps. Keep your arms at your sides, not in your pockets. Concentrate on keeping your balance. Go slowly. It's great advice. Advice that could save your life or at least save you from being gravely injured. Or as Jordan Peterson says, the bureaucrats are there to remind you how to walk. What a pathetic society we have produced. What the fuck are you talking about, Willis? It's just trying to help me when I fall on the ice. Why are you finding offense at every goddamn thing? It's just nuts. Watch where you are stepping. Yeah, watch where you're stepping, motherfuckers. Don't fall on the ice. It's bad for our healthcare system. Stay healthy. What's wrong with this? Good God, it's hard to believe he still has fucking supporters. Here's another case. Apparently, he hates people that ride bicycles. He posts the Telegraph that says, survey also finds that motorists would not support a law assuming drivers are always responsible for collisions with bikers or pedestrians. Jordan says, aggressive, self-righteous, moralistic, narcissistic cyclist saving the planet with every push of the pedal. Remember when people just rode their bikes? What are you talking about? They just ride their bikes, trying to be good stewards of our society. A lot of them don't even give a fuck about the environment. They just like riding bikes. Why you hate bike riders, Jordan Peterson? It just don't make no sense. He's just trying to find something to be upset about, because that's his grift now, complaining. Old man yelling at the cloud. And then, brave Sir Peterson blocked Vaush. Vaush got blocked. Vaush likes to go on Jordan Peterson's threads and just whip his monkey ass. And weak-ass, pathetic bitch Jordan Peterson couldn't take it anymore and blocked him. And Vaush is like, no, he finally did it. Jordan Peterson blocked you. But Jordan Peterson didn't do it because he was scared, y'all. Nah. He got to post and say, I'm bored with you and afraid of you are by no means the same thing. They're not the same thing, but you are afraid of him, Jordan Peterson. You a coward. You chicken shit, and that's why you blocked him. You couldn't take the heat, so you blocked. So much for free speech. Isn't that right, Jordan? And then on Beyond Parody, the queen of memes from Q, who has been fighting the international pedophile ring that is drinking baby's blood. Shocker, apparently her son is a pedophile. And all of a sudden, she no longer has a problem with pedophiles. Curious. As the QAnon meme queen, Deborah Sullivan has for years been fighting a non-existent cabal of pedophiles. But when her own son was convicted of repeatedly abusing his own stepdaughter, Sullivan defending him, blasting the 12-year-old girl as a horrible liar. Yeah, suddenly, when it's her family member, it's what? Fuck that 12-year-old that got raped. My kid couldn't have possibly been a pedo. And look at this guy. Another one where my pedo alert is going, dingy, 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 dingy. That, sir, is a pedophile. Let's read the article, shall we? Title. See how fast that loaded when it's not Twitter? What the fuck? The QAnon meme queen wants Trump to help her convicted pedophile son. Of course she does. She's calling after Trump. Help me, Trump. You're my only hope. But Trump doesn't care about you, you fucking moron. For the last 5 years, Deborah Sullivan has been at the forefront of the QAnon movement, fighting a non-existent Democratic cabal of elites running a child sex trafficking ring. As the self-described QAnon meme queen, she has produced more than 4,500 memes about the conspiracy, many of them focusing on former President Donald Trump, who she believes is secretly working to save the children. The truth about the crimes against children, which have been committed worldwide, will unite us all, Sullivan wrote on Facebook last August alongside a meme featuring Trump appearing to save 2 infants from a variety of figures, including former President Barack Obama, former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, Pope Francis, and Queen Elizabeth, who was central figure in the QAnon lore. Man, I'm reading so much better since the monitor's close. You guys notice I've been having trouble reading lately? It's because my eyes are going to fucking shit. And on my big screen here, I can't see as well. But now that it's closer, I can read so much better. Dusty got to get his eyes checked. But earlier this month, when Sullivan's own son was convicted of repeatedly abusing his stepdaughter in Oklahoma City, her passion for saving the children seems to disappear. Instead, she defended her son as innocent, blasted the justice system as crooked, and attacked the 12-year-old girl at the center of the case as a horrible liar. Oh my, shaka! Now, she is appealing to her community of fellow QAnon believers to come to her aid, including a direct plea to Trump himself. Dear Mr. Real President, a.k.a. Q+, my name is Deborah Sullivan, a.k.a. The Meme Queen. I am an OG Anon, and I desperately need your help. I need you to be my Batman, Sullivan wrote in a message posted on her True Social account. This spiritual battle has entrapped my son with false accusations of child sexual assault. First off, what the fuck Trump gonna do? Trump is not the president. And secondly, I'm pretty sure this woman in Canada. What the fuck Trump gonna do in Canada, bitch? Just crazy. But of course, they don't actually care about pedophiles at all. They don't believe in any of this. They're just outright fucking bigots who will say anything they have to spread right-wing bullshit and make sure conservatives stay in power. They feel morally obligated to lie. It's all bullshit, and they prove it with every action. And Speaking of beyond parody, folks, how can this be real life? So apparently, I don't know if this is just a meme or they're actually making this movie. Emma Watson as Zelda. I'm guessing this is not real, but maybe it is. I'd watch Emma Watson as Zelda. Hell yeah. And a real life person says, I know she's from a game. I don't play video games. And I have no issue about representation, but making Zelda a girl is a bit too much. They're overreaching. Yeah, what are they thinking, making Zelda a girl? This fucking woke political correctness is getting out of hand, making the hero of the game, Legend of Zelda, a girl? What are they gonna do next? Only, yeah, Zelda's always been a girl. The hero of the game's name is Link, not Zelda. Zelda is the princess that he's trying to say. So, I don't know. Might want to buy a fucking clue before you embarrass yourself in public. And then, on to the Beyond parody. One more. Loading up slowly as always on the Twitter. Oh shit, man, this is so fucking depressing. So, you guys know this guy Aiden is? I never heard of him before he started sucking Andrew Taint's taint. But apparently he's hugely popular on the internet. Dude has 2.1 million followers on Twitter alone. He's an incredibly popular streamer, like far, far more popular than I've ever goddamn dreamed of being. Millions of people watch this guy, and he is semi-literate. He can't fucking read, doesn't know shit, yet our society rewards him with tons of fucking money. Probably makes millions off this bullshit. This is how depressing our world is. Young men just reward the dumbest motherfuckers on the planet. All you have to do is act like a piece of shit, and the money just pours in. Here he is responding to somebody who called him a fascist. Apparently he didn't know what the word fascist means. He can't even pronounce the word, so he's looking up the definition on the internet and responding to it. Good God, we are doomed as a society.
What does a fascist mean? It means you are a far-right authorization on you on. Ultra-analyst, political ideology movement characterized by dictator leadership, centralized autocracy, militarism, forcible suppression of opposition. So I don't know what that means, bro. I swear to God. I don't know what the fuck a fascism is. I don't know what the fuck that is. Benito Mussolini and Giviante Genitale and Jason Stanley. Like, who the fuck are these people, bro? Never heard in my fucking life. What is an example of a fascist? Yo!
Oh my God, what a fucking moron. Holy shit, I hate this goddamn society. We are the worst. Come on, Meteor. Wipe us all out. And that is my Beyond parody. Definitely lived up to it tonight. What you gotta say, dirty sexies? Dude, I know, what a fucking moron. But a millionaire from this kind of thing, folks. This is what our society rewards. Sigh. People love dummies. True story. They definitely do. Oh my God, do we really need this? No, we do not. Beauty fades, dumb is forever. True story. Luckily, I have both. Woo! Man, my hair is looking good tonight. What the fuck? Just getting better and better. How am I doing it? I got rid of my comb over and it looks way better, showing off my 5 head. Yeah, I got a big forehead. What up? You know what they say about guys with a big forehead? Their hairline's receding. No idea who he is? You don't need to know. Aiden has been tainted. Definitely. Sniffing the guy's chair as he walks away. Gross. Mr. Princess Zelda. I know, right? What a game. Idiocracy was a documentary, not actually a movie. He does crave electrolytes. It's what the plants crave. And move right along, folks. What time is it? 9:30. I said this is going to be a short show. God damn it. Why am I such a fucking liar? I have a whole bunch of show left to go. What the fuck? Anyway, let's do some Trash World. Shall we, ladies and gentlemen? God damn it, that's all backwards. All right, you can do it, Dusty. You can do it. Here we go. Boom, I did it. The Trash World! The Trash World! It's a dumpster fire and it's hellish. Trash World! Yeah, Trash World! Woody Harrelson was on Saturday Night Live last night, y'all, and it was kind of controversial. Trash World! Yeah, we'll cover that if I can figure out how to flip the fuck back over. Oh my God. All right. And first off, Woody Harrelson was on Saturday Night Live last night, and it was a little controversial. Now, I read about the controversy before I even watched the show, and I was like, hey, I read what the joke was, and I was like, psh, it's a joke, right? He's on a comedy show telling jokes. It's perfectly fine to tell jokes about COVID-19 or whatever. It's a comedy show. I didn't think it was controversial. So I watched it. Here was the joke. I just want to say ahead of time, I didn't have any problem with the joke. What I did have a problem with was the monologue was bizarre to me. It was just meandering and boring. It didn't seem like he was making any kind of real point. And the whole show was like he was phoning it in. It was like he didn't want to be there. He couldn't even read the cue cards right. He was really flat, not very emotive. It was just, the whole thing was bad. Now, it wasn't even just his fault. It was the writing was terrible, too. All of it bad. But anyway, here's a joke that was semi-controversial.
Okay, so the movie goes like this. The biggest drug cartels in the world get together and buy up all the media and all the politicians and force all the people in the world to stay locked in their homes. And people can only come out if they take the cartel's drugs and keep taking them over and over. I threw the script away. I mean, who is going to believe that crazy idea? Being forced to do drugs? I do that voluntarily all day long.
Yeah, so, wow, not very funny. I mean, that's the biggest hit I have against it. It's not funny, not very good comedy or whatever. But the joke I didn't find offensive at all. It is what it is. But what I did think was stupid was his appearance on Bill Maher talking bullshit. And I did agree partially with what he said, but of course, a lot of it was fucking idiocy. Here he is without his shoes off. Before I get there, and of course, Elon Musk thought it was great. Elon Musk, who's 55, says, so based, nice work, diagnosis based, he's based, super based. Yeah, this lame-ass joke, based as fuck. So Elon is so lame. If Elon Musk is bragging on you and complimenting you, you know you done fucked up. And when you go on Bill Maher's little podcast, you know you done fucked up. Bill Maher is nothing but a right-wing narrative spreader now. It's embarrassing to be part of what he's putting down. But Woody Harrelson had no problem taking his shoes off, going on there. Let's have a look.
Here's the CDC promoting that we have to do all of these things, right? I don't like profiteering in war.
Okay. Well, if you don't like profiteering, then you and Bill Maher are calling for the nationalization of the drug companies? Because it wasn't the fact that the vaccine doesn't work that makes it bad. The vaccine does work. We have the scientific evidence that shows that it works. It's very effective. I do agree that we shouldn't have profiteering on stuff like pandemics. All of the drug companies should be nationalized, but that's not the conversation you're having right now. What you're doing is you're putting out a vaccine hesitancy. You're making people less likely to get the vaccine, which you absolutely should not do. The vaccine is free to the public, and they should absolutely take advantage of it if they can, because it's much better and safer than getting the virus, Woody.
You know, think of the billions of dollars that have gone to big pharma. But I was getting back to my original point. The last people I would trust with my health is big pharma and big government.
Well, that's bullshit. We absolutely need socialized medicine. We need a government-paid health care. It works in every other country, every other first world country except for America. They pay less for patients than we do. They have a much higher life expectancy. It works brilliantly. Why are you spreading this shit, Woody? Okay, I was willing to let the joke on Saturday Night Live go, but now it's just bullshit.
Because neither one of those strike me as caring entities.
Spoken as the perfect redneck hippie. Really, if that message doesn't,
they're all about profit.
Exactly,
they're all about profit,
and both sides know that.
And it's obscene the profit they've made.
I think they.
How is having the government take over medicine make the profit motive worse? Explain that to me.
Done a lot of studies about vitamin D and how important it was when the people who had low levels, they were much more vulnerable to COVID.
No one told anybody not to take vitamin D, Bill Maher. They just said don't take vitamin D in place of the vaccine. Do both. What are you talking about?
Why not tell people that? Can't you make money selling vitamin D? Is it that what's the worst that could happen?
But that's just
nothing. But you shouldn't take it instead of the fucking vaccine, you moron.
Shit, man. There was only one thing, ivermectin got made into a, horse tranquilizer.
It wasn't a horse tranquilizer. It was horse paste. And when they were telling people not to go to the feed store and buy the horse paste and taste it, which they did. I went to the fucking feed store, Tractor Supply, and tried to find ivermectin for my dogs, and they've been sold out for fucking months because idiots are going to the fucking feed store and taking horse paste. You don't even know it's fucking horse paste. You're calling it horse tranquilizer. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, Woody.
Actin got made into a, horse tranquilizer, a horse, whatever it is.
Which it is, but also used by humans.
Yeah, used by humans to treat worms, parasites, not COVID-19. The studies have specifically proven it does not have any effect on COVID-19. So they're telling people not to take ivermectin instead of the vaccine that works. Of course, this is good advice.
It's used by millions and millions of hydroxychloroquine,
which was proven not to work. They were telling people not to take that in place of the vaccine. It was good advice.
Got made ridiculous. And there was only one thing that could work, and that's the vaccine, right?
That's the only thing that's been proven effective to work to keep you from getting COVID. And if you get it, make you have it for a lower amount of time and be less likely to spread to others. Yes, that's what the science proves there at Woody.
And so ultimately, because of that, billions of dollars was made.
Yes, billions of dollars were made by the drug companies, so we should nationalize the drug companies and have socialized medicine, but that's not what you're arguing for. You fucking moron. So disappointed in Woody. Oh, what's going on, dude? And then over at the Daily Wire, they're just outright calling for the ban of transgender people now. Here's the freedom movement for you.
In order for women to have the right to have their own bathrooms, you have to ban transgenderism entirely. You can't just ban it for the kids. It's got to be entirely. In order for women to be able to have their own locker rooms at the gym, you have to ban transgenderism entirely.
Okay, question. How you going to enforce that? Spot genital checks? Is that what you're asking for? This is from the small government people. Yeah, let's just have the government walk around and check your genitals. It's the law. But hey, we're not fascists. We don't believe in big government. We want to keep government out of your business, but we literally don't want to keep government out of your business.
In order to protect businesses from having to participate in weird occult sexual rituals like the transgender transition, you have to ban transgenderism.
You don't.
Entirely. I love this bill.
I'm sure you do.
Because it is so much more aggressive than the other bills we've seen. The other, I don't mean to knock the other governors and the state houses. They've done a great job laying the groundwork.
They have not.
The groundwork, rather. But this bill goes much further, and it reminds us of a truth in politics that Republicans all too often forget. You're either on offense or you're on defense. You're either making gains in the culture or you're losing ground in the culture. There's no standing still. There's no status quo.
Yeah, walking around checking people's genitals is not a gain.
There's no neutrality. And what the conservatives have screwed up on for at least 50 years now, probably more, is the libs make some crazy aggressive play, and then we try to dial it back by about 5 to 10%.
Definitely.
Or worse, we try to slow it down.
Anyway, what he's talking about here is the new bill in Tennessee that sets out to make both trans youth care against the law and also to make any drag in public illegal. Nashville, Tennessee, transgender youth in Tennessee would be banned from receiving gender-affirming care under legislation currently headed to the desk of Republican Governor Bill Lee, who has voiced support for the bill. He's going to sign it. House lawmakers voted 77-16 on Thursday, with 3 Democrats joining their Republican colleagues to pass the bill. Every one of those Democrats should be out of office. Fuck them too. Civil rights groups have vowed an immediate lawsuit if and when the bill becomes law, setting up the potential for a lengthy legal battle over the coming months. These children do not need these medical procedures to be able to flourish as adults, said House Majority Leader William Lambert. They need mental health treatment. They need love and support, and many of them need to be able to grow up to become the individuals that they were intended to be. Across the United States, state lawmakers have introduced legislation attacking gender-affirming medical care for young people, even as services have been available in the U.S. for more than a decade and are endorsed by major medical associations. Skip down. If enacted in Tennessee, doctors would be prohibited for providing gender-affirming care to anyone under the age of 18, including prescribing puberty blockers and hormones, and could even be penalized. However, the legislation spells out exceptions, including allowing doctors to perform these medical services if the patient's care had begun prior to July 1st, 2023. The bill then allows the Attorney General to investigate healthcare providers who may violate the statute, which carries a $25,000 penalty. Yeah, so much for small government invading our privacy as much as they possibly can, even our health care. We have taken away women's rights to determine her health care and her health outcomes, and now we've gone to children, says Democratic Representative Gloria Johnson. Let's scroll down. On average, Vanderbilt University Medical Center, the big hospital there that treats this sort of thing, says it provided 5 gender-affirming surgeries to minors every year since its transgender clinic opened in 2018. All were over age of 16 and had parental consent, and none received genital procedures. So they're doing all this for 5 kids a year, none of which received genital procedures. So it's about nothing. This is not actually a fucking issue. This is just culture wars bullshit they made up to fearmonger idiots into getting votes while they actually have no policies, no positions, no platforms to actually help any fucking body. This is Republicanism 101. Scare you with bullshit while they do nothing to help you. And it works. They're in power. They're doing this shit. And here's the bizarre part of this. I almost put this in Beyond Parody, but I decided not to do this instead. Well, first off, let's go ahead and show you a clip explaining this bill.
Yeah, you read that right. They are giving people a year to detransition in Tennessee. That's where we are now. And with the anti-drag bill, it is also now a felony for drag performers to be out in public. But in that same bill, male and female impersonators, which means trans people are not safe here, and also means that my Hawks cosplay is now a felony in the state of Tennessee. We are not okay. I am scared, and I'm not seeing this anywhere. And if people are talking about it, the algorithm is suppressing it, and that is fucking terrifying.
Yeah, well, the algorithm is set up to support conservative bullshit, conservative content. That is what dominates YouTube. That is what now dominates Twitter because of Elon Musk. Voices like mine get buried. Almost nobody watching this show. Hard to get your message out there in this environment, and it's very depressing. And here is the Beyond Parody part of this. Here is the governor of Tennessee that's vowed to sign this law. And apparently they have a picture of him from his high school days back in the 70s where he himself is at a school in drag. He is in drag around children. But apparently it's fine when he does it, but now he's going to make it illegal for everybody else. Here they are asking him about it and him trying to blow it off and run away.
Bills have gone through now. The transgender bill, ban children's transgender therapy, that's on your desk. Drag bill heads back to the Senate for a quick amendment before it hits your desk. Comfortable signing those types of legislation?
Yeah, I expect to sign both of them.
Josh? Dressing in drag in 1977. Remember this?
What a ridiculous question that is. Conflating something like that to sexualized entertainment in front of children, which is a very serious...
Drag is not sexual. It's literally men in women's clothes lip syncing. It absolutely is not it can be sexual like anything else, but it is not in itself sexual in any fucking way. Just like what you're wearing is not sexual in any way, right?
Subject.
Drag is not sexual.
Andy, what you got?
Do you remember it? Is this you?
Andy.
I'm just wondering if you're aware of any specific cases or instances that this bill would stop.
Literally, he's asking, do you know of any situations, any specific cases, anybody, any child who was molested because of Drag Queen Story Hour, any child who was groomed in any way, do you have any evidence of this whatsoever? And of course he doesn't. So he's just going to blow the question off because he doesn't actually care. It's not about anything.
Are you aware of specifics in terms of the problem that this is supposed to
I think the concern is what's right there in that building, children that are potentially exposed to sexualized entertainment,
Is it a church?
to obscenity, and we need to make sure that they're not.
Yeah, they already have obscenity laws that would cover any of this if they did it. They're just specifically making new laws that are meant to target transgender and gay people alone. Like the guy's about to ask him, it's only illegal when gay people do it, right? When you did it, it was fine?
Then that should happen in Tennessee, and it will because of this bill.
Would you be okay with
Thank
drag
y'all
queens?
for your time today. Appreciate it, y'all. Thank
Is
you.
it okay if drag queens come to the school? Because this is you. This is you at a high school, Governor. This right here is you at a high school.
Yeah.
Is it only illegal when gay people do it, Governor?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Have you talked to your sister about the bill, Governor? Is this you? Is this you, Bill?
Yep. Hypocrisy at its finest. They don't care. Do as I say, not as I do. They're just bigots trying to attack gay people because that's what conservatives is all about. Fucking bottom of the barrel scumbags. The cruelty is the point, and this is how they get votes, by being cruel. And last up on the trash world. Oh my God. So warning, this shit is very hard to watch. If you have not seen this already, take some care. So this lady had a stroke and she went to a hospital a few years ago. And so now she's in Tennessee and she had another stroke. And she went to the hospital and they discharged her and she still wasn't feeling well. She knew something was wrong with her. She knew she wasn't better, but she didn't have insurance. So the hospital demanded she leave and she was like, I'm dying. I don't want to leave the hospital. I'm fucking dying and scared. So they called the cops on her. They put her in the back of the cop car. You'll see in a minute how they treated her like subhuman scum. And then they found her in the back of the cop car unresponsive. She basically died. They took her to the hospital. She died there, but she basically died in the back of the cop car. So warning, this shit is very hard to watch.
They want you gone. I'm talking. I understand you say you got some problems going on. You're going to have to find a way to get out of here, okay? I don't want this to turn into a situation where you have to go to jail.
Shattered my ankle. I had a stroke.
Well, if the medical professionals have saw you and discharged you,
they won't.
I got nothing to do with that then, but you got to get going.
I can't even get down there.
So you're saying that you're going to go to jail. Well, what's going to happen is you're going to have to roll this off the property.
It's the hospital's wheelchair.
Well, you're going to have to get up and figure out a way to get going.
She can't walk. Ankle's broken.
I don't want to go to jail.
Get up and get moving then. Corey Bravo, you had a wagon sitting over there. Jail. Confirmed.
All right, young lady.
Oh no.
I need you to step up.
I
Okay?
can't.
Yeah, you have to.
Pull me back. I can't. Oh my God.
You're dead.
Oh my God.
You're going to have to get up there because we're going to have to physically put you up there if not.
Oh my God. I can't. You're going to break me.
Yes, ma'am. You're going to have to get in
My
there.
ankle. I can't breathe.
You've been medically cleared, ma'am. This is not going to work. So we need you to help us.
My ankle. I'm going to pass out.
No, stop. Okay, it's not working. Okay, just stop. You've been medically cleared, so we know better.
Oh my God.
Walk.
Oh my God.
Get in the daggone.
Nearly dying.
Okay.
She's dying and they're calling him a faker.
Just Lord Mary goats. Now you're starting to piss me off. Get up.
Okay, give me up.
This is all an act. She has been discharged.
No, I haven't.
This is the Lord's. Listen to me. This is the Lord's day. All I want to do is give me some coffee and some oatmeal. I'm not going to deal with your mess this morning. We've already spent too much time on you. You're going to get up here in this van and you're going to go to jail. We're done with this.
I'm going to pass out.
You're not going to pass out. Well, go and get in there and pass out. We'll be done with it. Because this is all an act. You're not going back in the hospital. We're not taking you back. You've been kicked out of 2 hospitals. What do you need your purse for?
My inhaler.
It's not in there. We've already went
no
through it.
inhaler in your purse.
You guys can't do this to me. Oh my God, dear Lord.
Well, you're about to happen? You're about to get some more charges. That's what's about to happen.
Out of my head.
Well, the hospital already said they ain't taking you back. You got what?
I got you.
Don't you dare fucking throw yourself on the ground.
Oh my God. I'm going to die.
Not going to die.
My problem with me is that I know it's all an act.
We all know that.
Don't have an inhaler in your purse, ma'am.
This is your inhaler. The medicine is missing.
Get a stretcher.
Get a stretcher?
Yeah.
Why we need a stretcher?
I can't breathe. Oh my God.
You do not have an inhaler.
Hey, come on.
Right there.
Please hurry.
not getting a stretcher.
I'm gonna die.
The hospital discharged you. They said everything was fine with you.
No,
We found you.
Please take me up.
You got yourself down. We set you up like 10 fucking times.
Just stay on the other side of the river. Uniform's all nasty from her. You want a cigarette?
No. Please take me up.
When you get out to jail, you better not pull this stunt. Because they don't play around out there.
Doctor! Doctor! Oh my God.
I'm offended. She didn't call me a doctor when I walked up.
I was kind of thinking just leave her on the sidewalk, throw a white blanket over, and everybody can go about their day.
She's already got a warrant on her now. Disorderly, impede the sidewalk.
I'm gonna have to go. Please give me a second.
You're about to get an extra charge for disorderly conduct. You're about to get anything I can think of.
Impede the sidewalk.
I'm gonna have
You're about to
to
get
go.
anything I can think of. There's no stretcher for you.
Yes, it is. I'm sick. Oh my God. You guys are gonna let me die. Please take me up. Sir, please. You're gonna kill me. Please. I beg you.
Stand up. Walk. We know you can walk. Now stop.
Oh no. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Okay. No, sir.
Stop up.
You can set yourself up.
How can you kill me? I can't breathe. I can't.
What's that?
Set me up.
You pulled yourself to.
Set me up.
Oh, they're laughing at her.
Scoot back towards me.
You beat in my car?
Oh my God.
Sorry, I ain't doing
Okay. You guys
You're fine back there. Stop it.
take me to
I'm
hospital.
dealing with you today. You're fine.
Stop and pull me up. I can't breathe. Oh my God. Please help me.
Just lift yourself up.
I can't.
Yeah, there she is. She's basically dead now. Just died.
Hey, are you up? I don't know. She's not responding back here now. Can you start me a 47 here emergency, please?
Oh, now they're gonna call an
Hey, come on,
ambulance.
sit up. Sit up.
I think they already murdered her.
40 to 41, is it your prisoner that's unconscious or the driver of the car you stopped?
My prisoner. Sit up.
Yeah, Brian.
Yeah, she can't. She's
I don't
dead,
know if
dude.
she's faking it or what, but she's not
they're still
answering.
calling her a faker.
Wake up. Hey, wake up.
Yeah, she's not gonna wake up, dude. She's dead. That was one of the hardest thing I've ever had to watch. Holy shit. And all that's going to happen is they're going to sue the cops in the hospital, and the taxpayers are going to have to pay for it, and not a single one of those officers will probably be held accountable, because that's the fucking system. You can't reform this. Good God. Just evil. Pure fucking evil. They take the job so they can do fucking evil. Spraying disinfectant on each other and laughing at her as she dies. It's a goddamn fucking trash world. Fuck everything about this. All right, what you guys got to say about that? Yep, they're definitely cunts. They kill Stapo. Fuck, man. Nice bleak work there, I know, right? This fool pulled her hair. I guess she's already dead. It doesn't matter. Negligent manslaughter, but none of them will be charged at all. Nothing will happen to them. They might be temporarily fired and have to move to a new police department, which is always what happens. If they're even held accountable at all. Yes, it's very depressing. Evil Nazi shit. Agreed. Is this the SS or the police? Is there any difference these days? It's all the fucking same. Just horrible. The cruelty is the point. And all right, at least I have something a little less depressing for the next segment. We got one hero. So let's play Billy Bowie and do the heroes.
We can be heroes just for one day.
Yeah, unlike cops, we could be heroes just for one day. And Only one hero tonight, and it's Bryan Cranston, one of the greatest actors in the history of mankind. Bryan Cranston calling out the racism behind the MAGA catchphrase. I've been saying this for a long time. He's echoing my exact thoughts. Let's have a listen.
The Make America Great Again. My comment is, do you accept that that could possibly be construed as a racist remark? And most people, a lot of people go, how could that be racist? Make America great again? I said, so just ask yourself from an African-American experience, when was it ever great in America for the African-American?
Never.
When was it great? So if you're making it great again, it's not including them.
Nope.
So it's to teach us in the woke world to open up and accept the possibilities that our privilege has created blind spots for us. And maybe I haven't seen what is really happening yet in all my years. The Make America Great Again.
Well said, exactly what it is. They believe America was great, back in the 50s and 60s. They have this nostalgic mindset where they romance the past, but it wasn't great then either. It was fucking horrible. Women had less rights, black folks had virtually none. And that's what they want to take us back to. They're regressives. They want to regress us back to a time period where things were seemingly better for the white man. But they really weren't better then either. Things are getting better and better. Now is the greatest time period in history. And it's going to be better in the future. I'm actually pretty optimistic about the future. We're going to fight back against these cavemen who want to take us back. But we're not going back, motherfuckers. We going forward, only forward. But of course, Benny Shapiro had a problem with it. He didn't like Bryan Cranston saying anything. Benny says, we should listen to him because he is good at reading lines. Other people were right. And also, he went to Los Angeles Valley College, the Harvard of North Hollywood. This is the facts don't care about your feelings guy doing an ad hominem. You can't attack the argument in any way. You didn't even mention the argument. Instead, you're attacking him because he went to a college you didn't like. Because he's an amazing fucking actor, we should listen to him? Just goddamn it. Never do as I say, not as I do. Republicanism 101 and garbage. And all right, who loves overtime, folks? I said it was going to be a short show, but I was 5 minutes late and I'm a dirty liar, so it's overtime with Dusty Smith. And so reward me in the super chats for overtime. Get your super chats in now. Still got plenty of show left, though. God damn it. So let's move right along and do a little thing I like to call What the Fuck? What the fuck? Slow ass. Shut up. Don't play yet. Stop. All right. And first off, on tonight's What the Fuck, warning, this video is kind of hard. I'm going to switch over. Boom, I got it. This video is kind of hard to watch, folks. So warning. But this, Capitalism 101, this is why you don't put yourself in danger for your job. This guy probably making little more than minimum wage at Lowe's. But Lowe's does not give a shit about you. Do not put yourself in danger. Do not risk your health for Lowe's. He ended up quitting after this went viral and everybody made fun of him. It is kind of like, I can see how people would make fun of this, but it's not really particularly funny. It's sad and scary what happened to him. So here's a guy trying to get a box down at Lowe's for a customer.
Coming down. That's not a good idea. Keep coming down, man. You got it. Keep coming down.
The guy's right. It was not a good idea.
Turn to the side.
Don't do it.
There you go. You can't be scared. Just roll with it.
Yeah, be scared.
That's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
You doing good.
Doing amazing.
Pick it up again. Come on down. Help! Come down. I can't. Help! I can't. Come down. Come down. Just keep coming down. Oh, get a wall. Oh, wait, I'm in the way. All right, come down.
Please, I'm begging you. Somebody come.
Come down. You gotta come down.
I can't. The machine's not moving.
Man, I don't know how to work the machine.
You need to go down. You need to go down.
Please, somebody. Please, somebody.
Okay. I'm going down. Hold it easy, okay?
Hold on, Kelly.
Go see if you can find
That's not the switch.
Order's not there.
Go grab the ladder.
So he lived, but don't put yourself in danger. I used to do that exact job at Lowe's. Actually, I worked at a place called Home Quarters, which is like a knockoff Home Depot. But that's exactly what I did. I drove the cherry picker and the forklift and whatnot. Never had any situation like that, though. Didn't put myself in danger for $4.25 an hour, which is what the minimum wage was back when I was doing it, which wasn't that long ago. Hard to believe I ever worked for that little money. And one more for What the Fuck, folks. Apparently this is Ultraman, which is a person I have never heard of. And let me just click myself off real quick so you can see this. Kid pushes the wrong button and Ultraman breaks character. What are you doing? Do not grab my dick, little dude. Let's watch that kid and then molest it. No, do not grab my dick. Bad kid. Bad. I am not Ultraman in that way. Get off my junk. And all right, that is my what the fuck section. Hell yeah, that was horrifying. And move along, folks. I got a couple Karens for you. So let's fucking do it. Boom. You can do this, Dusty. It's clear you're just a mess. You should be very less. It's obvious you're completely out of touch. 'Cause, bitch, you're caring too much. Ding! Why you caring so much, bitch? And first off, on the bitch caring too much. Apparently, these two kids, I guess, according to them, flipped off this couple who were riding by the neighborhood, so they decided to break into their garage and then at first break into their house and threaten them. They even threatened to have their kid come over and beat them up. Just let it go. Walk away. How insecure are you? This insecure.
Hey! What are you doing? Don't touch me!
You flip me off again?
Who gives a shit?
Fuck how old you are.
Walk away.
I'll send my son
You flipped us off.
We're little kids. You flipped us off, man.
No, we didn't.
Don't kill me in our house.
You're little kids,
You
then
are
you have
wrong.
enough fucking sense to know, don't you?
Where are your parents?
You just broke
They're
our
not
door.
here. Oh.
Broke
I know
the
they're
door.
not
Turn
here
the fuck
because
off.
y'all wouldn't act like this. Where's your parents?
Oh, what?
Where are your parents?
See, exactly. You broke our door.
No. You know what? You're doing,
Where are your
have enough
parents?
sense to know that.
I didn't do anything.
Yes, it was you.
Yes, you
No,
did.
I did not.
It was you.
When
was this?
Last week. You and the guy from down the street
You know what? You're
are the
little-
I don't hang out with
skateboard.
anybody
I
on the
know.
street.
Yes, you do.
Oh, God, I don't. I literally don't.
I know
Talk
you're
stern.
taking me.
And trust me,
Where's your
I'm telling you,
parents?
I am, because I don't feel safe with you touching me.
You know what?
You
You
touching me.
cannot-
I don't feel safe with you being outside, running around while we're trying to come into the door.
Why are you
Just
trying
having
to...
fun.
You little juvenile.
Y'all are
delinquents
juveniles.
is What you are.
They are juveniles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't...
Exactly.
What an insult.
Trust me, you're being
We got
filmed
you too.
And you know what?
Bro.
You just filmed flipping us off.
Oh, did you just do that again?
I know, I did a peace sign. That's what,
Oh, okay.
that's what you just did, right?
That's a fucking gang sign.
That's a peace sign.
Trust me, you've
Let's see
already
if
been
it-
recording.
Oh, look,
This.
it works. It's not broken.
I never said that.
Botox
Yeah, we're part of the
Karen.
game.
Your mother will
Can you
be
please get out?
home.
Purge
Yeah.
mask.
No, you know what? I was going to come the other day and I decided not to, but I will come tomorrow. Where are your freaking parents?
But they're not here. We just told you that.
We know they're not here, dude.
Also,
Where
this is not
are
their
they?
house. This is my house.
It's your house.
You live here by
Yeah.
yourself?
No,
Also, I didn't do
he's
anything.
got all the his Asian people here.
Hey!
No.
Whoa. Flip us off, and it's okay,
Why are you
right?
flipping us off? Come on, man.
Trust me.
You don't gotta be
filmed
racist,
too.
though.
And you were filmed flipping us off, so...
Who cares? They're kids. Walk the fuck away, you morons. You're going to get fired from your jobs. I'm telling you. And you look drunk. made an ass of yourself. And also, I'm pretty sure that's breaking and entering. Might not want to do that towards kids. Just saying. Bad life decisions. And next up on the Karen Cavalcade, this pastor, he got physically thrown out of a drag queen story hour. Yeah, imagine a pastor going to a drag queen story hour and protesting child abuse. Literally happening probably at your church, definitely at many of the other churches you've gone to and attended. Had nothing to say about that. Crickets. But in a case where there's never been a single real example of molestation, you're all fucking offended. This is how fucking fake they are.
I'm not. I'm using voice memo. Okay, we don't have our cameras up. We are now calling the police. Stop. We have the police coming, so it is your choice to leave or deal with the police.
Very abusive in there.
We are going to...
For love is love.
Hey,
love
guys.
is like very hateful, very abusive.
Why are you disrupting the program?
Because it's wicked.
Okay. As a parent of kids in there, you need to get out.
Why are you so uncomfortable with this conversation?
Because we don't even disrupt the program. You weren't disrupting anything. I wasn't disrupting anything. Nothing. It's all on video. You would like to do this in a different way. Children are not having fun. They're being indoctrinated with evil.
No, they're not at church. You're wrong. Fucking shitheads. Always got to ruin somebody else's fun.
We aren't supposed to be homosexuals, transgenders. Those that do this will not inherit the kingdom.
Get fucked. We don't want to. You can have it.
We're not going to take this outside. We're going to stay right here. This is freedom of speech. I can speak as I please.
They're so pious, aren't they?
My religion. And what happened in there is abuse, right? And they physically threw me out of there, which is all
Good.
recorded. So I'm happy that their faces are recorded.
Yelling, scaring children.
You guys are indoctrinating children with a lot of wicked, vile
Exposing the darkness. That we're exposing the darkness on this wickedness.
Yeah, you're totally exposing.
We're coming down to more.
I bet you would like to expose yourself to the children.
Say that this is not okay, that this is wrong, that this is evil. To have a pervert dressed up like that is wrong and evil. So children, don't believe this. Parents, don't let your children be involved with this wickedness.
Projection.
The homosexual agenda is sweeping.
Oh no, not the homosexual agenda.
We gotta come against this. We gotta stand against this. Now is the time.
Literally does not give a fuck about any of this, as I pointed out before. One child molestation case a day being reported at churches. Crickets. 0 from Drag Queen Story Hour. Fake as fucking fake can be. And lastly, on the Karen section, this Karen is real fucking mad because she at a beach and a girl is wearing a swimsuit. And here's the crazy part. At the end, she literally says, if my 4-year-old son grows up and rapes your daughter, it's your daughter's fault. Holy God, imagine being this person.
What am I saying? I'm saying don't let your daughter show her ass cheeks around my 4-year-old son.
This woman started an argument with another mother because she didn't like her daughter's swimsuit.
Because she's a 13-year-old kid and I don't want her showing her ass around my son that's 4 years old.
Okay, she's wearing a swimsuit.
What kind of mother are you to let your daughter wear a thong and show her ass cheeks around a 4-year-old?
She's wearing a swimsuit.
She's wearing a f***ing thong.
She's wearing a
Why are your ass
swimsuit.
cheeks hanging out? Is that a swimsuit?
Yes, it's a swimsuit.
The woman thinks the girl is showing too much skin in front of her son. And her friend is actually really embarrassed and trying to de-escalate. She's actually cool.
Okay, that's your problem and your son's problem. So take your son.
But you need to get better friends. If you're embarrassed by her, don't hang out with her anymore because you lay down with dogs, you get fleas.
And go somewhere.
Get out of here. Like, it's my problem. It's going to be your problem right away.
Okay.
Your video's going to do anything.
Okay.
You know me or where I live, so what's your video going to do?
Okay, that's for my safety. I'm doing video for my safety.
The only thing your safety is going to show that you're a fucking shitty mother that's letting your 13-year-old daughter show her ass.
That's your opinion. That's totally fine.
Fuck off now?
Oh, why should I?
The agitated woman becomes increasingly aggressive while continuing to accuse the woman filming of being a bad parent. to make things even worse, she starts threatening her.
You made my day.
In here before I f***ing knock you out, and then what are you gonna do? What is your video gonna do then? Is your video gonna help you?
Oh my God.
Wait, let me get my kids ready, and then I'm gonna f***ing knock you out. Just stay there, okay?
Okay.
Come on.
Yeah, now the friend tries to de-escalate.
Okay, I'm just going to call the police or...
Like, I'm sorry that she kind of overreacted. Just a bathing suit. Maybe we should just
it's because I have
distance ourselves from each other, and then
that's why. I'm just saying my son doesn't need to stare at her fucking ass. My son is staring at her.
She's a little bit offended by it. She's a little bit offended by a little bit too much skin showing, I suppose. But
okay.
But
if you had a 2-year-old or 3-year-old son, would you let your son fucking? Okay, it's a BK then.
Okay, forget it.
Yeah, forget it.
But I'm not leaving with my kids.
When he's older, it's not my problem.
If my son rapes your daughter when he's older, it's not my problem. Yeah, super cool. She asked for it. She asked to be raped because she's wearing a bathing suit at the fucking beach. God damn it.
Okay, so just go away then. Okay?
Fucking Karen. So you about to lose your job? Probably. We'll see what happens. And that's my Karen section. What you guys got to say about that? Stop sexualizing children. True. It's not her beach. I'm right. She thinks it is, though. Karens think they own the whole fucking world. Sorry about the mom, kid. Yeah, poor kid. Has no idea why his mom is freaking out. What a great mother. I know, right? Trash. You gonna lose your job. Agreed. That's what I said. Wow, that's quite projection. It's always projection all the time with these fucking chuds. And move right along, folks. Last chance to get in your super chats. Gonna read all of them at the end of the show, which is coming in 2 clips. 2 more clips and we're done. But let's go ahead and do it. It's Slow News Week with Dusty Smith. Slow News Week with Dusty Smith. Hell yeah. God damn it. It's hard to move this thing over. It's on the wrong fucking screen. Motherfucker. Okay, you can do it, Dusty. Boom, that's not it. There you go. You did it, Dusty. I'm proud of you. First up with Slow News Week. An article in Psychology Today about why are so many young men single and sexless. Apparently, according to recent Pew Research, 60% of young men are currently single. And I read the whole article. Apparently what it's saying is that men, young men especially, are no longer as interested in relationships because they have porn now. And porn makes it harder to be sexually satisfied and whatnot. And, it paints it as though it's a bad thing. I'm not really sure it is, though, to be honest with you. I mean, I agree. Watching porn does fulfill a lot of those sexual desires and gets it out of your system. And you could be perfectly happy not being in a relationship, being on your own with all the stress and heartache that comes along with it. So I don't know if this is necessarily a bad thing or not, but they certainly seem to think it is and seem to think there should be less porn watching from young men. What do you think? You guys think it's a huge fucking problem? I don't know. Being single, not so bad, in my opinion. Has a lot of perks. I have a lot of disposable income. And last up, on the Slow News with Dusty Smith. Now, this should have been on the what the fuck section. I forgot to put it in the what the fuck section, but whatever. So apparently the story behind this is a black lady drove an hour to go into this car dealership, and then she drove a car. She gave him her license and everything. And then she drove an hour away. I guess she went back in. She tried to haggle for the price, and I guess they didn't like the way she was haggling over the car. And so she left. And when she got an hour away, she realized she left her driver's license. So she called back and asked for the driver's license. And they said that they didn't have it and they were out of the office. Meanwhile, I guess they found a picture of the salesperson pissing on her driver's license. I don't know, folks. Let me watch it. So he's trying to break her driver's license.
Just trying to see what else is going to happen. So wrong what happened. You come in here and do that kind of thing. You want gonna say stupid shit to us? Right here on the bumper,
And I guess they're gonna piss on somebody else's car too, which is also nasty. And they're filming it, which is always great, filming your own crimes. And I gotta admit, this guy's got a really healthy pee stream. Damn! He peed like a racehorse. He must have really had to go. He had to save it up for this very important video. That's like a fucking water hose. I don't think I've ever peed that hard in my life. Dude got an impressive stream, handed it to him, and yep, Trump Hotels for some reason. I don't know. No idea what's going on there, folks. But yeah, he's owned us all. And pretty sure, gonna lose your job. That's just my guess. And yeah, I don't know what people are like that. I wish I did, but I don't. And what you guys saying? How old are these people? What's wrong with you? They're grown-ass folks, but they're just idiots, you know? Classy, totally classy. Basically, the dude that pissed is the goat owner. What is a goat owner? What the fuck? I don't see the crime. I mean, it's probably not a crime. It's just an embarrassing and unclassy and bullshit. Find him high. I've been drinking. Yeah, he's been drinking a lot. That's for sure. He definitely had to go. And all right, that's my content, folks. Hey, everybody, be sure to join me on the after party with Dusty Smith on the greatest show in the history of mankind. There's a link in the description of this video. Click on it. It's to my Patreon account, patreon.com/podcast. And tonight on the after party, we're going to do a live version of COVID porn / Meet the Victims. You know, the episodes I used to do, the videos I used to do where we would talk about people who are anti-vaxxers and post anti-vax bullshit on their Facebook pages, and then they died of COVID because they were too dumb to take the vaccine. Remember that? People love that. I felt bad about doing it, and I quit doing it. Well, tonight, we're going to look at all the new ones. I haven't looked at any of these, so we're going to look at them for the first time together. Should be a fun time, so be sure to, if you've not already done so, join me on Patreon. Going to be super cool. You're not going to want to miss it. And all right, super chats. The Stern Dragoon. If Sky Wizard has a problem with the drag queens, he can come down here from the kingdom and give us his complaint in person. Until then, God pound send. Yep. Come on, bring it, God. I ain't afeard of you. The EMFB, $20. Take this for covering the woman's dying in the cop car. That was damn near impossible to watch, my friend. Yeah, that was hard shit to watch. They murdered her, calling her a fake while she's sitting there dying right in front of them. Heartless. As heartless as you can be. Cupid Lover, I'm giving you $5 for all your good service. You are moving me tonight. Hey, I appreciate it, Cupid Lover. You're one of the good ones. Lizzie Bennett, that's BS. Why the taxpayers got to pay for incompetent cops? Can it be drawn for the cops' union fund? I wish. All cops should have to carry insurance. And then, like, if they get sued and stuff, eventually the insurance companies will drop them and they should lose their job. It should be like being a doctor. And Dr. Orangutan back with the socialism tonight, giving all you cool motherfuckers 5 Cult of Dusty memberships. And once again, I forgot to put the link to tonight's after party on the community section for the patrons. So I'll definitely do that tonight. So all you Dust Buddies, go to the community section of YouTube and you can see the link right to the show. And you can join us tonight on the after party. You get access to it just like all the patrons do. So take advantage of that. I want to see all you guys there tonight. Dr. Orangutan, my YouTube sub gifts were auto-refunded to me. I don't know what's doing that. Yeah, it happened to other people. I don't know. What the fuck? I hope it doesn't do that again. It's really stupid. You guys are trying to do good and give money, and it's not letting you give money. It just sucks. Stupid YouTube. Love the show, Dusty. Hey, the show loves you, Christopher Warnock. Good to see you tonight. Welcome to Dust Buddy, Steve U. You're one of the good ones. Coach James, give me $50. I think that's from before. Not really sure. I think I read all those. Put bacon in your spaghetti, trust me. All right, cool. I read them all. I did it. Folks, switch over now. Switch over now to the patron only after party, the greatest after party in the history of mankind. And prepare for some Meet the Victims. Gonna be fun. The rest of you, I will see you on Friday. It's only a few days away, so have a good week. That's one of the Cult of Dusty demandments. You don't really have a choice. It's demanded of you. I will see you guys soon. I love the ever-loving shit out of you guys. And as always, until next time, Logic. Fuck yes. All right, let's play some Experience Machine, an original song by Dusty Smith available on my SoundCloud. Good night, everybody. I love you. right, I fucked it up. Good night, everybody.